Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how to set up auto compound on Furio. If your goal is to get to that 2.5% per day with Furio, then I'm going to show you how to set up auto compounding so you can get there easily, and I'm going to answer some of the common questions that people have about auto compounding with Furio. And it took me a minute to figure this out. When I figured it out, it was super easy, but I don't think it is intuitive for everybody. Now, if you don't know what Furio is, I did a full video tutorial where I talked about what I liked about the project and what I did not like about the project. I try to be objective when I'm making an investment. Furio is a high-risk project. I do not recommend that you go into Furio until you watch the video. I'll link it above. I'll put it in the description, the full review that I did on the Furio project. So this is not financial advice. I'm not encouraging you to go into Furio at all. This is DeFi. I'm not a financial advisor, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just a cryptocurrency enthusiast. Now, let's get into this. So with Furio, this is part of a much bigger project that I'm working on, and the goal ultimately, Furio is just a part of this goal. It's an early stage of the goal, but the goal is ultimately to be able to generate $50,000 per year in passive income in Apex crypto assets like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tron, for example, USDC. I'll mention that a little bit later in the video, but right now I just want to show you how to compound. So I'm not recommending the compound to oblivion. There's a full plan here, but we'll discuss that a little bit later. First things first. So when you come to the Furio app like this, you can come to the Fur Vault, for example, and you can kind of see the vault. I've got 664 Fur tokens in here. I did a compound a minute ago. It should look like this. It says auto compound. Now I'm currently at the 1.75% rate. I think I have a couple of days. I thought it was today or tomorrow that I have that this will say 0. So this is basically in the past 28 days. I had one claim. That was probably when I was new to the project. I didn't understand exactly how it was working. If you come to show rates, if you get to 0 claims in the past 28 days, you can grow your balance at 2.5%. So why would you want to do that? Well, maybe you believe that there's life in the project and you want to be able to, compound that growth in the early stages of the project. Furio, I don't even think is maybe a month, at the most month and a half old right now. But before I would set up something like this, I want to be aware of what's going on. So I like to come over here to Dune Analytics, take a look at what's going on. The players in the vault is growing. The unique wallets is growing literally every day. All the charts are looking good, and what's going on, the growth of the platform overall is looking good. Now, by the way, for me personally, I do expect to see some pullback. I'm not necessarily going to be concerned about that early on, just because I understand more about the project. Go take a look at my full video on Furio, and you'll understand why. But overall, the analytics look right. Everything's moving up and to the right. Somebody mentioned in one of my Furio videos, they mentioned this drop here. Am I concerned about this drop? This is important to understand that in the current day, it's always a lower bar. It goes up throughout the day. So tomorrow, this bar will probably be around here, and then there'll be another bar that will be small. So that's nothing. No, I'm not worried about that. This is totally normal with any project that you review on Dune Analytics. And I'll put a link for Dune Analytics down below, but this is something that I keep an eye on. Again, if I see numbers pull back, it doesn't necessarily cause me to take a second look at what's going on with the ecosystem, make certain that I'm aware of what's going on. But I'm going to set up auto compounding now. You want to come over here. You just want to auto compound, set the number of days you want to auto compound. I'm going to set it to 90. And if you've seen my 3-year retirement challenge, you may understand why. I'm going to click to auto compound. Now it says it's going to charge me 0.278 BNB. That is just a little bit more than what I would probably pay in gas. This is 90 transactions that I'm essentially making. But I'm okay with that. And the reason I'm okay with it is because I don't want to forget to compound. Because if I forget to compound or claim, then I'm going to stop earning. Meaning if I skip a day, then I'm going to have 24 hours that I'm not earning. Of course, when I compound or claim, I'll get back to earning. For me personally, I don't want to skip a compound. I don't want to skip a chance to be able to earn. And I don't like the idea of having to come in every day, twice a day to do a compound. So what I do is I set up auto compound, and then I'll show you another strategy as well. So to set up auto compound, it's pretty simple. Click this. The wallet comes up, click confirm. Confirm. Transaction is complete. Boom. Auto compound remaining. 90 days of my auto compounding remain. My last auto compound was never. Of course, after it auto compounds tomorrow at this time, it'll let me know. It's been an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever. Total number of auto compounds. And people always ask, can you stop auto compounding? Yes. You can come here, click stop auto compounding, and it will stop. This is another question. Do you get your BNB back that you deposited? No, that BNB has been sent to the smart contract. It is there, and it's gone. If I stop auto compounding early, that BNB will be used for my compounds. But if I stop auto compounding early, I don't get refunded that. So some people like to auto compound for shorter periods of time. I'm not too worried about it. I've got it auto compounding. It's running. This thing's going to be at 2.5% per day, which is currently going to be getting me. What is that going to be? 2.5%. Should be getting about 12, close to 15, 16 tokens a day. Heck, let's do some quick math. So I should be growing every day when I hit 2.5%, which should be probably tomorrow, if not later today. 0.28 times 2.5% equals. So I'm getting 16 Fur tokens per day. That's how fast it's growing. And it just goes really, really fast. So times that by, I think, what is it, 48 or 45? We'll just say 45. That's $90 per day. That is going to grow by every single day. That's why I want to get to that 2.5% and just let it go. At 2.5%, just over a month, this balance is going to double without me adding more funds to it. Now, I am adding more funds to it. Now, those of you that have seen my 3-year retirement challenge, if you haven't seen this yet, you can go down in the description and get the entire guide. But the whole idea in this challenge, and I'll be updating this challenge and send out some specific videos just for those of you that are subscribed here. But the whole idea is taking $5,000, which is actually, I have a little less than $5,000 now in Furio, but I'm building it up. They'll take $5,000 and convert it, and I probably should change this to like $2,500 or $2,000. But ultimately, my whole goal is to turn this into $50,000 per year. And what I'm doing is I'm starting with projects like Furio, and I also have a backup project running, but I have mainly it's Furio right now, compounding it to a specific point, and then if everything goes well, take risk off the table, take withdrawals, and then instead of diversifying into more very high risk project, start diversifying to lower risk projects. And there's some projects out there that pay specifically in their business operations. They're paying real yield in Apex assets. You're talking about being able to earn between 30 to 70% per year in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Tron, USDT, BNB, stuff like that. This is what I'm primarily using Furio for. So if you want to follow me here go down in the description, click on the link, feel free to subscribe and follow along. So today I've showed you exactly how to auto compound. So I don't have to do anything. This is going to auto compound for me. Now what I like to do, just a little added bonus, anytime I log in to check on Furio, if I see that if I'm a couple hours away from the next compound and it's like in the middle of the day or middle between cycles, and I got 2 or more, then I always click compound. Because the more times you compound, the faster it's going to grow ultimately. And with this ecosystem developing, they come out with Furbet, and they got the Furbot and the Furmax and everything else out there. I feel like it's beneficial right now. When I look at the risk reward for me right now, it's important that I capitalized on the reward side to help limit potential risk. Again, go watch my full Furio review. I'll put it down in the description as well. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Decentralized cryptocurrency equals freedom. This is Crypto Wealth. I'm out.